was talking about the conclusions of the things that happened during the Second World War in here, particularly. The conclusion should be that we should switch to defense, and we now Ukraine is only now now Ukraine only begins to build defense system, because after the collapse of the Soviet Union, our army has been exhausted almost to nothing, and the conclusion is defense. And from the very
defense from whom? Sorry.
Defense from
invaders.
Just defense from invaders.
But which epoch are we talking about here?
Huh?
Which era are we talking about?
Now we are talking about now that the conclusion of this stuff,
Oh, okay.
for it not to happen again, we should think about a defense of our own country.
But no sense of accountability for potential complicity, potential collaboration, potential accountability.
Well, we thought about potential collaboration and every other stuff. And what we did, we get rid of our armor, and we get rid of our.
I know, but also,
weapons.
education, recognition, acknowledgement.
Now, everything.
Partnership with Israel, for example, to create a kind of understanding of what happened and what can be done to prevent it.
It's very hard well, because the world is interlinked, and when we are starting, not so long ago, when they wanted to move the capital to Jerusalem, and I thought it was a request from the Jewish from Israel authorities for Ukraine to acknowledge the transcendence of the capital to Jerusalem. But for us, transition.
The
movement. Yeah, the move. But for us, it's the question if we acknowledge this transition, because the situation is not stable here, because Jerusalem is split in half, and if we acknowledge this movement, then we should acknowledge the annexation of Crimea the same way, because if we acknowledge of annexation of somewhere else, then we should acknowledge this, and we can't do this. So this is how about the interlinks in the world.